Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Tennessee Titans franchise. It's week 16. We're getting close to the offseason. We have an even matchup here today against the Washington Commanders. They are a tad bit better than us, but it should be an interesting one. They've got very talented on and off players on the offense. Like, some players are better than others, and then they are very strong on the defensive line. So it'll be a tough matchup, and we've got no other, like I mentioned last week, side quests. We have no extra nuances here today. We literally have weekly strategy, and we can head into the football game. That's right, we have Jalen Reynolds back this week, who was on pace to be like the second leading rusher in the league. He's missed a few weeks here. He'll be back, and he might still be in it for Rookie of the Year. But we'll take him out of our focus players and just have Rashawn Montag, Clyde Claxton, and our rookie center Terrence Robinson. We get gold in Rashawn Montag's drill, and I won't do anybody else's. Rashawn Montag and Keaton Mitchell with some upgrades. I'll start with Rashawn Montag and what he needs to be better at is probably sorry, I think I'm dying here. It's probably block shedding. I'd like to keep him as balanced as he can on the way up. So we'll go for that block shedding upgrade, and we are up to a 76 overall with Rashawn Montag and only +1 block shedding. So we'll have 80 block shedding and 81 power moves as a rookie. And I guess we could take a little look here at the playoff picture. The team under my face cam is the Dolphins, so it'll be the Dolphins Colts. And then obviously you guys see the rest of the picture in case you guys are curious. And then players ready to negotiate. We're kind of just waiting to the end of the year. I could see a deal getting done here in the next couple of weeks with Levante David, but other than that, I think we'll just wait. And when it comes to scouting the college players, I don't do that a whole lot. I kind of do it in waves, and I'll probably do one off camera, here pretty soon. But other than that, we got nothing else to talk about. Let's head right into this game. Malik Willis will enter this one, and we'll see his season stats here. 219 to 490, 2,600 yards, 18 touchdowns to 20 interceptions. He's been interesting, to say the least. We can always rely on him for an interception. Jalen Reynolds might see a little reduced amount of snaps here just because of coming off an injury. So this first rush will go for Antonio Gibson, and he has space up the middle. And here we are, and we'll go for Jalen Reynolds just to try to turn up the field a little bit, just get our quick completions, and let the offensive weapons work. Breakout game last week for Clyde Claxton for sure. We saw what he was capable of, and this one almost intercepted, except it's caught in traffic, broken tackle, and he's up the field. Clyde Claxton showing what he's got. That may have been a predetermined throw by me here, but I mean, can you blame me? That guy's a beast. And we will try to get Tyjae Spears. I just went up the wrong hole. I didn't trust our line against the strong side of their defensive line. We can look at our notable inactives here. Andre Dillard, Chigoziem Okonkwo, and then Peter Skoronski will miss just a few more weeks. Hopefully the rest of the team will be fine by the end of the season. And if they aren't, that'll be a big bummer. But we're going to go for the big tight end, Carlos Diaz, trying to get up the field. Great catch and run by him. This play should be really good if it is man coverage. If not, we might run into a little bit of a problem here. It is not, or it is man coverage, and we have Carlos Diaz on the very slow Josie Jewell, and saw that one early. Good separation, and look at him. I haven't actually seen that dance. That's really cool. Anyways, it is a touchdown, and then we put in the PAT. 7-0. What a way to start this one for us, the Titans. Sammy D getting onto the field here for the Commanders. Sammy Darnold, if you guys don't know. 2 of 9, 313, 2,500 yards, 15 touchdowns, only 8 interceptions. He's actually had an okay season. Someone we might have to watch out for. He's not been crazy, right? Obviously, but we do have a defense that can struggle time to time, especially against the pass. So hopefully not the case here, but we'll try to keep it to a minimum as Terry McLaurin up the field a little bit, 21 yards on their first play. Like I mentioned, we can struggle against the run. I meant to say against the pass. All right, you have to ignore that verbal error there. We'll try to get out in front of Brian Robinson. It's a good wrap up and tackle by, I believe that was Roger McCreary. 2nd and 9 now. They have opted not to run the football, and that is kind of unfortunate. It is a breakup though. Wow, presence being felt there. I think that was Levante David being able to, or I guess it was able to knock that one out of the hands of the intended receiver on that play, which is very interesting. This one coming back, and it is DeAndre Hopkins actually, right? So D-Hop, I forgot about this. His revenge game. We traded him earlier this season for Jonathan Allen. Oh my lord, I actually 100% forgot about that. That's crazy. And Brian Robinson will just have a very strong run for 9. 2nd and 1. Jonathan Allen against his former teammate into the backfield for a TFL. Here we are trying trying to clamp up here against the Washington Commanders. They're going to call it short, 4th and 1. A good stop there after I thought he got through, or I thought he was able to pass our initial contact on the line here. As we're going to try to bunch up, we got to watch out for the outside run, but it is going to go outside, and Brian Robinson is good for the first down and more. 1st and 10. This one's just a heave up into the end zone. Shaq Griffin had it, but couldn't hold on to it. 2nd and 10. Outside run. Nope. Back up the middle. Brian Robinson gets a good gain there, I guess. 1st and goal. We'll look to bring someone out there, and it's going to be Aziz Al-Shaair to Brian Robinson after he's had a couple of on and off gains, and we'll see if we can stop him here towards the goal line, as that has been a very good strength of ours, is a goal line stops or stops inside a certain amount, as 33 will just walk in. God dang it. And it'll be Jalen Reynolds. Who else would it be? Deron Payne is actually there to make initial contact, and we'll go play action here, and we'll try to roll out and away. Tried to get this one to KJ Hamler up the sideline. He's got speed, and what a throw and catch. Our momentum made sure that the QB, our home QB, is immune to pressure there, and so I thought maybe without the pressure we have a chance at an accurate ball. And would you look at that, we got some space, and Hamler for a massive gain, and Tyjae Spears is good for 2. And we'll go for Carlos Diaz again. He just keeps getting open and driving the pile forward. Malik Willis, 7-7, 128 to start this one is pretty fun, and we'll try to keep that completion percentage up, and we do, but it's going to be a loss of 1. Jartavius Martin read that screen. 2nd and goal now. We'll try to roll out, make something of it, and Malik Willis headed for the end zone, has it. Rushing touchdown. He started this game actually perfect. I can't believe Malik Willis is going crazy right now. We haven't changed the sliders or anything. I'm just really surprised at what's happening right now. A lot of things seem to be playing into our hand, obviously, but no slider changes, no setting changes, nothing. Just we're seeing a different Malik Willis out here today, and it's one that I'm impressed with, to say the least. Absolutely. This one just straight to D-Hop. Gonna come drilling with the rookie Joseph Klein. 2nd and 4. This one will be a run, and we'll try to stop him, but Brian Robinson's been a problem today for sure. Just seems to tread through a lot of contact. 1st and 10. They'll actually stay away from him on this one, and 84 will find his way up the field. It's Zach Ertz, and Harold Landry down on the play. Not what I like to see. Our injury-prone edge rusher throughout the series has been hurt quite often, and not a fan of that for sure, especially when we only have Rashawn Montag and Mike Dana and DJ Wanham behind him. And this one is going to be broken up there by Christian Fulton. Good job on D-Hop for the 2nd time, I believe. And it was broken ribs for Harold Landry, by the way, in case you guys were curious. 3rd and 10. They are going to opt to go play action with it. And this one down the field, tipped in the air by Kevin Byard. Couldn't quite make the play on it, but it is forced incomplete, and they will punt. Tyjae Spears trying to get up the middle of the field. Bad blocking from our offensive line. We're still seeing a few backups in there and a rookie center, so we aren't 100% complete on that offensive line. I don't like the option to pass the ball here, so we will run the ball, and very safely with Jalen Reynolds, good for a few yards. Passing the ball has been great today, so we'll go right back to it. Wiley in contact, makes the right play, and yes, Malik Willis is actually stomping these fools right now. Malik Willis cannot seem to be stopped, and Reynolds, now that we have the spark plug to this offense back, everything's working. Try to lure the linebackers down with a little play action. Getting a little out in space. We'll have to throw this one away. It'll be the first incomplete pass, and our rookie center, Terrence Robinson, goes down. 4-down territory for me for sure. Hopefully it doesn't come down to that. It doesn't. Tyjae Spears is good for the first down on 3rd and 1. 1st and 10 now. We'll wait, and we'll get KJ Hamler in space, and that's all we've ever wanted from him in this series. Just give him some space. Malik Willis throwing like an elite quarterback is so fun to me. Seeing that stat line that we haven't seen in a very long time, or I guess this whole series. And I did elect to bring Terrence Robinson back the rookie center. I thought that it would just be better off for us. And we'll go to the rookie running back, Reynolds, who shakes Kendall Fuller out of his boots. We'll try something here. I don't know what we'll exactly be trying. This one, incomplete to an open Fuller on that. Not Fuller. What's his name? His name would be KJ Hamler. We're going to try the same play, and we will get it this time and more than the first down there. All we needed was 1 yard. Reynolds was not having that, so he pushed himself forward for a few additional yards after the initial gain of the line to gain, I should say. And I see that single high safety over top. I see Traylon Burks in press coverage, and I like my luck there. Never mind. We are wrapped up immediately. I should say we were wrapped up in pressure as Tyjae Spears actually has some room to run, trying to get the stiff arm on the opponent there. Couldn't quite, but a big gain for Tyjae. Malik Willis will look for an open target here. Can't find anyone, and he is starting to throw pretty, not inaccurate, but bad completion percentage. We're kind of messing it up, you know. I was trying to keep it pretty good, but it doesn't seem to be too realistic anymore, as we will just run the ball with Tyjae. He's got room up the left side. He's into the end zone. Like I mentioned, we're going to see a lot less of Jalen Reynolds just because we're trying to nurse him back from the injury, and so instead we rely on Tyjae Spears, and he had a few good runs on that play and that touchdown. So 21-7 to start this one off. This one has started perfectly. First and 10, they will go Brian Robinson up the middle, and luckily we were there to stop it after just a 1 yard gain. We can actually see the main route on this you know, certain momentum thing, and wow, what a throw from Sam Darnold, and what a breakup from Levante David. Holy crap, he's been all over the place. This one is going to be a pass here, and McLaurin is the noted player here, and we will just stay in Sam Darnold's face and in coverage, and we'll force a 4th and 9. This Washington Commanders team is struggling and has zero momentum on their side. We'll get the punt, and we will just do that, and we will go for the open Traylon Burks. Might have beat his guy, but we got to remember to lob past that one instead of bullet. Way better chance at getting that one in. Emmanuel Judge is apparently hurt after his little return that he had to set us up with okay field position after a pretty good punt from Tress Way. And we'll rely on the rookie running back, Jalen Reynolds, finding and sifting through contact. I want to pass this one, so we will. And we'll go for KJ Hamler. Couldn't get it up to him. We just have to throw that one earlier once that linebacker goes left there. So we'll have to punt this one off and away. I'm going to try to do a little coffin corner here with Stonehouse. We'll see how this goes right here. This one is up, and a bad punt for sure. This one's going to be around the 12 or so, 14. Pretty bad punt. First and 10. They will actually run this one to Jarrett Patterson. That's interesting. 2nd and 8. And what will they go for? They'll go for the speedy McLaurin underneath, and they'll try to stop him. Can't. It's a 1st and 10. The Commanders going tempo. They got a big play last time around. I know you guys didn't see it, and that's my bad. Dealing with a little bit of a mic issue right now. It keeps on doing, it's not in the right place, and I'm trying to fix it. They have just gone tempo for many plays in a row here, and I'm going to just try to pressure, and we have a wide, or they have a wide open number 84. That is Zach Ertz, right? Up the field. Yikes. This is about as bad as we can go, or bad as we can get here for a last ditch drive here from the Commanders. Just trying to put something together here before the not the deadline. I don't know where that was going to come from the half. God damn, I can't talk. Try to stop this run here, considering we probably know it is, and it's going to be DJ Wanham, and we'll bring the pressure here. It's not like we're just going to lay off, and Sam Darnold gonna be almost sacked. Will they take their points here? I'm curious if they're going to go for this. If I were them, there might still be a thought in my head that thinks we could, but they'll try to take their points here, which is good. We minimize the damage in general. So we'll see what happens. This one is up and good. 10-21. We've seen a lot of great stuff from this offense so far here today, and maybe we can afford taking a deep shot or two. Let's give our rookie a chance. He couldn't make anything happen there with that one. Thrown way far out of bounds. 2nd and 10 now, as we'll try for Burks on the outer skirts of the sideline. Had to turn his man around, and I should probably not use her like that. Probably not the best way to go about it, but I will put these guys back on a streak route here with a single man over the top, and I'll bring Hamler across the field, actually, with a slant instead of a little in route. And then that safety should go that way. And this one is going to be picked up. No, it's not. Thank God. Definitely should have been. Deserved to be. And bad throw by me. Just trying to force it downfield, trying to make something happen, or trying to force something to happen. And yeah, we'll just straight punt this one down. I'm sure nothing else will happen. We'll see you at the halftime report. But if anything happens, I'll let you guys know. At Chicago, Indianapolis has a tough challenge ahead of them as they are actually tied. They have the flipped record there, 9-5 Colts against the 5-9 Bears. So obviously not the best of goes at it. I mean, Jonathan Taylor is chewing up that Bears defense in Las Vegas. Right? Yeah, in Las Vegas. I don't know what I'm on. Chargers 7-7, Raiders 6-8. I have struggled talking here today in this episode. It's been rough. And in Houston, it's Detroit up 24-21. Not up. They are winning that one, and they are up to 13-2 on the season. Eckler helped propel them there with 18 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown. Amari Cooper, 7 receptions, 87 yards. And this one up in single coverage to start the half, and DeAndre Hopkins will go up and Massa dude. 1st and 10, we will look to stop the run as Brian Robinson's been pretty effective here today. This one an RPO out to the outside. McLaurin will be tagged down, but not before he gets the first down. 1st and 10 for the Commanders here, and what will they look to do? Probably run the football. No, they didn't actually end up doing that, and it'll be Azeez Al-Shaair just lurking Sam Darnold. And good job, Kevin Byard, just going and blocking the right guy. D-Hop will eventually shove Azeez Al-Shaair out of bounds, but that's the way to do it. We'll try to get Jalen Reynolds out in space. Couldn't do that. He actually fumbles the ball. This one goes right back to the Commanders. You got to be joking. We'll bring a little bit of pressure here, and it will work. It is Willie Gay and Jonathan Allen back there tackling Brian Robinson for a loss. 2nd and 12. They'll look to actually run it again with Brian Robinson, who's good at the point of attack there and gets a good 4 yards. Sketchy playing here in man coverage like we are for sure. But, and this one on the run, this one was to an open because it was Elijah Molden on Curtis Samuel. You guys don't know, Elijah Molden has like 88 speed. He's more fit for safety than anything, or to play safety for us, but never really made that switch. And his contract's up this year anyways. I'm not really going to look to do much, but must have got subbed in due to stamina issues, and it just gets burnt by the fast and quick, agile Curtis Samuel for sure. We'll try to outrun a few guys to the right with Emmanuel Judge. Couldn't really do a whole lot there, though. 1st and 10 now. We'll roll out and look for someone to be as useful here as we need. Reynolds just stops running his fucking route. I mean, why? Dude, I'm so sick of this freaking game, man. Jalen Reynolds where he was in a good spot to do something, and just stopped running. Just a twat. Why would you do that? Why? You just stop running for what? You're very much in play. And Joseph Klein, oh my God, what a play to make up for his quarterback's mistake. I don't give a fuck. Like, it's not his quarterback. It's bullshit. It's Madden's mistake. It's bullshit. Try to bring some pressure in here and try to get to Brian Robinson, who then shrugs off a tackler and moves forward because why would they want to stop him? Okay, why would the CPU let that happen? Going off the rails here a little bit to a wide open Curtis Samuel. Sam Darnold goes. 2nd and 4 now. We'll try to find the player that they'll try to target. And just throwing it at will right now, and it's really pissing me off. 1st and goal. This one outside to, I believe that is Zach Ertz. It is complete, but it is also a very tight covered play, or tightly covered play, I should say. And with Levante David, can I get off my freaking linebacker over here? Just trying to get it out to Brian Robinson. No leverage in that situation there. And it's a screen pass out and down. Joseph Klein there to make sure no business happens in front of him there. He is one of the best right now on our team at just disrupting. That's what he does best with his speed. He can just fly, get to wherever he needs to be, and is good at making plays. And that's what we needed on our defense here. They make it an 8-point game. Kind of mad right now at the point. At this moment in time, I've got to settle down Or else someone thought like another interception or some stupid something. We're not going to fumble mumble Mr. Jalen Reynolds here, but we will go to him out here. He is the check down. We'll try to get past Chase Young. Chase Young doesn't get juked out, apparently. Try to get out to the left side here. It is Reynolds. He is good for a few more yards there than you probably would have expected after the first contact there, first point of contact. And we will get Jalen Reynolds back in the backfield again, which is good because I'd like to set up a play action pass and target someone maybe over top. Nope, we're going to run this one and try to get Malik Willis, and he'll just go down. 2 rushes, 22 yards, and a touchdown today. It'll be Jalen Reynolds again, and just goes up the wrong area, breaks a tackle, still gets 3, and we'll take Traylon Burks up the field. And I would like Reynolds to keep moving on that spot there, and actually almost came away with an interception, Cody Burton. This is a very interesting play here. I don't expect a whole lot to actually happen here as we are getting chased around, and 4th and 7 will be the new. I mean, Malik Willis has just sucked since the last drive that we had in that first half. He's been god awful. Brian Robinson's got a lot today. 16 carries, 50 yards, and that's only 3 per. We've kept him in check, but he does have a few big plays that have hurt us for sure, and we're going to try to minimize that as this might be a run here, and we'll try to get into that gap, and of course can't tackle him. 2nd and 8, probably got to watch out for the run again. It isn't, and so we will try to shuffle this way, and a great throw across the body for Sam Darnold to the other side of the field. 3rd and 7 now. We can't let anything up underneath, and just barely missed that one there with Levante David. Might have had another chance at a lurk play, but Zach Ertz just finds his way open at the last second to save his quarterback, which is always what we're voting against there. We need that to be a good play on us, but Brian Robinson gets out into space now, and just we struggle sometimes against the run, and especially stuff outside. 1st and 10. This one will go out to Jared Patterson, and Levante David's there to wrap up after just 1 yard. We've done a good job in that regard, is trying to get to and find these gaps where these running backs might intend to hit, as there's going to be another run. It's going to be Joseph Klein. How does he miss that? 3rd and 5 now, and this one outside. Fulton on a great diving pass break. He's been the best corner here today for sure. He's been the best defensive back on the field for us today, no doubt. 2nd and 6 may be a bad spot to go play action, but we will, and I'll actually roll out and look for, you gotta be, why is Chase, he's not that good. Chase Young is not that good. He is not Batman. He is not Spider-Man. He doesn't have tingly senses telling him to turn around with his back turned to the football to make an inhumane play. He doesn't have that capability, nor should he, nor he doesn't. He just doesn't. It's not right. Madden sucks. It's a well-known fact to this point that what can you do against the CPU? That's going to be the slogan here. What can you do against the CPU, especially when they want to tank your freaking plays like that as well, where someone's supposed to be playing the flat. They have the flat. They lose the flat. 2nd and 1, and this one underneath. Joseph Klein tries to break it up, couldn't. Just trying to keep my main focus there on Terry McLaurin, considering he might be the one to go after. I can't believe Malik Willis threw another interception though. Like, it just pisses me off so much thinking about it. And Brian Robinson, probably a touchdown here. No, somehow what's happening? 2nd and goal. If they pass here, I'm not going to say we're in trouble, but we definitely aren't healthy, and they score, and I'm assuming they'll come back out and try a 2-point to tie this one up. We were so good, man. We were so good. 2-point conversion. They will try to run it into Levante David, single-handedly taking that play out of the I don't know. Madden realized they were losing, and they flipped the loser switch and made sure that they were going to become the winners. We got to get our playmakers going, and one of those playmakers is Jalen Reynolds, as he's got the last 2 plays, and we'll try to continue it here. I don't like any of these like mumbo jumbo plays. Just give me something that might work, and even if it doesn't, so be it. We will go play action, roll out, make that throw in rhythm. Carlos Diaz up the field, gets laid out, but what a day switching around for Malik Willis. Starts 7 of 7, and then has really good numbers, like starts 12 of 14, and now he's at 50% completion percentage, and it just literally like stinks the place up. We're going to go for KJ Hamler. This one's thrown 19 yards out of bounds, and we'll try to catch Clyde Claxton underneath. Can't. Of course, it's an inaccurate throw. I don't know what I'm going to do, man. We'll roll out. try to get someone. Oh my god, wait, actually, Carlos Diaz is wide open up the field, make it into the end zone. Slow boy, he does. I'm not even that happy about this. Broken coverage obviously on that one, but just doesn't really feel right. Probably should have gone for 2 in this spot, actually. Make it a 10-point game instead of a 9-point game. A very clutch drive last time out with only 4 minutes left in this one, and Joseph Klein can't really make that play there. He's not that rangy. It is still a very big chunk of yards for the Commanders. No surprise about that. We gotta just, I don't know. We'll try man coverage here. I doubt much will happen. I don't think that this will really help us in the long run here. And yep, this is what I was talking about. Zach Ertz gets separation from Levante David. My ass. 2nd and 4. Roger McCreary can't make that play. And why does Joseph Klein run into a speed bump? That's just, it doesn't happen. We can't even go to instant replay to show you guys that Joseph Klein literally stops playing football. Like, what are we doing? Can we get someone to come up and try to hit Brian Robinson, please? Taylor Lewan's down on the ground. Good. 2nd and 6 now. They have effortlessly driven up this field with no issues whatsoever, and they'll continue. This one underneath, DeAndre Hopkins has 7 yards. I'm so sick of this, man. We can play coverage, we can play great coverage all day long. It doesn't matter. As long as they have someone. Oh my god, Joseph Klein. Jump for the football. 3rd and 3. I have a gut feeling they were going to run in this one, and they didn't. And luckily enough for us, and this one will actually be thrown away. This is 4-down territory. They have to go for it. This isn't essentially the game here. Wow. They're going to take their points here, actually. Makes sense. Makes sense. I respect this call. We got to go down and get a field goal, though. We'll go to the successful Tyjae Spears. When I say successful, he's been good today. And so we'll just try to get him a little bit of the work. And I see one safety over top. This is very tempting to maybe go for a deep shot here, but we have to keep the smart game, and the smart game's keeping it on the ground. And what happens when we do that? Well, they kind of know it's going to happen, and yeah, instead of taking that shot and that chance, instead we make something even worse happen. So we'll keep it in the air here, go towards this side of play, try to get this one up and out to KJ Hamler, and this one, instead of bullet passing like I pressed, this one will just be it'll be lobbed up there. Don't worry about it. It'll get there. And I'm sure they'll have no problem going down and scoring again. We need a turnover here or something to happen to the point where they can't do anything about it. Tackles inbounds are very important at this point. They'll probably go hurry up, but I'm happy with the play that we were in, kind of covering our bases here, trying to keep this one well and civilized, as this one did a good job. And Jarrett Patterson will be tackled in bounds. Another huge tackle in bounds. And yep, once again, just stay in the defense we were in. I'm going to try to help with some D-hop coverage over here. And yeah, wow. Why can't I do that? Why can't I shift my receiver to do that, to avoid a hit or a pass breakup? Why am I not allowed to have that capability here? This one just thrown out to the flat. Just going to play contain with the right side, coming over with Roger McCreary. They've got to take their timeout sometime. They are really struggling and losing ground and losing a lot of clock, and I'll be more than happy to accept that. And they can take all the underneaths they want. It'll be their timeout. And this one, they'll just have some deep plays and deep players and whatnot. And this one just thrown out and away. 4th and 4. The game is upcoming. This game will be decided on this next play here. We'll shift our DBs up. We'll try to just make something happen. If they convert here, they kind of stay in it. They get out of bounds, whatever, all that good stuff. As Darnold going to be scrambling this one, almost picked off, and they lose all their momentum. And this one is game. 6 point here. I guess we win by 6. I do not want to do this because it counts as a run, but whatever. We'll just kneel it down. That'll be the game. We'll have the win. Titans, not a pretty one. After that first half, we really struggled. Had to get broken coverage for us to even score any sort of points. So good for us, I guess. We do come out with the win. Oh, at what cost, man? We're losing ground in the draft. I don't really have anybody towards the top of the board that I love or am really looking at. So I don't know. We'll see how many more we can win before the end of the season. I think we only have 2 more games after this. Malik Willis started off amazing and then just sucked once again. Malik Willis goes 14 of 30, just so close to that 50% completion percentage. I mean, he was so good in the first half after we put up 21 points. and we were only able to put up 7 more points after that in that whole second half. Fell apart with the interceptions. Did have 3 scrimmage touchdowns today. He obviously had that one rushing, and Jalen Reynolds, to have him back was kind of nice. Tajay was pretty good, actually, and Gibson opened up the game, and we just didn't see him after that. He kind of just vanished. And then 3 attempts for Malik Willis, 21 yards, and like I mentioned, that touchdown. Tajay had a touchdown here today, and Jalen Reynolds really carried the ground game. And then Carlos Diaz was kind of the story here today. I didn't even think about it. 2 touchdowns, 5 receptions, 110 yards. Oh my God, I didn't even think about it. He might be the thumbnail. Jalen Reynolds, 4 catches, 28 yards. KJ Hamler, 2 catches, 67 yards. Clyde Claxton had that amazing broken tackle, and Josh Wiley had that reception as well. Defensively, Joseph Klein, Kevin Byard, and Levante David all very active here today, including Roger McCreary. 10 tackles for Joseph, 12 for Byard, and 14 for Levante David. Oh boy, I accidentally went out of the stat sheet there. A TFL for, never mind. A TFL for Willie Gay, DJ Wadham, Joseph Klein, Jonathan Allen, and Levante David. No sacks on the QB, and an interception for Aziz Al-Shaair. Speaking of the main character here, Carlos Diaz, who has been pretty good for us. I just want to see what upgrades what. So this is catching traffic, short route, stuff like that. I need vertical threat to go up here for Carlos Diaz, who's been great for us this season with Chigakonkwo hurt. We've really found something here in Carlos Diaz, in my opinion. He's been just overall very good for us. 65 run block isn't even that bad. Spectacular catch and catching traffic, like all the stuff that you need to be good is good. Athleticism could use a little bit more. He's not the best athlete, but he is a very solid tight end, and happy to have him on the team. No injury, that would be the broken ribs from Harold Landry. He'll miss the rest of the year for sure. Then we have the 10-5 Minnesota Vikings. This next episode here, we might get a deal done here, a deal done or 2, maybe, you never know. And then weekly strategy, obviously. So winding down the season, counting down the days until the next off season, and we'll happily have a very good offseason. Try to transform this team even more. 2-game win streak that we're on right now is just kind of lowering our draft stock, but doesn't really matter to me. But that'll be all for me. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like. Go down, subscribe. Go watch the past content on the channel. That'll be all for me. Thank you guys for watching. Deuces!